All right, A Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakagwadash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, for I learned this truth. I want to say peace, mercy, and blessings unto all the hopeful elect. The name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and that means He exists, that He is to be. The name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, that means He is the deliverer. We are the Hebrew Israelites, and there's 12 tribes that consist of our nation. All right, today we're being called Native American, Seminole Indian, Black, Jamaican, Haitian, West Indian, Trinidadian, Dominican, Cuban, Puerto Rican, Mexican, all right, Brazilian, Venezuelan, Panamanian, etc. But we're those people that make up the lost 12 tribes. All right, this is not a black thing, pro-black movement. All right, it's not about skin color. Right, it's about the seed line. According to your father, we're the Israelites. We're all over the world. All right, now the self-proclaimed white man, he's not white at all. He's actually red, and his biblical nationality is Esau, Edom. All right, Idumea. And according to Bible prophecy, he's the end of the world. All right, and we're the beginning of it that follow it. You know, this is 2 Peter 3:13. Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that's where our thoughts, our hearts, and our minds are focused on. Because this world, man, this we're not living. This world is fucked up. The air we breathe in is contaminated. It's toxic. The food we eat, it's not real. It's fake. It's bioengineered. It's contaminated. It's toxic. The water we drink, the clothes we wear, right? This devil got everything around us to poison us and destroy us. So we're looking forward, all right? I'll read it again, 2 Peter 3:13. Nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, because there's no righteousness here, man, right? We're in mourning because the wicked is in rule, all right? This is Proverbs, should be 29. This is Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. All right? So we're constantly mourning and sighing and crying to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, Lord willing, we have the elect. Those are the ones that's going to receive the mark, the men that are sighing and crying. And that mark, the righteous men are going to receive is a mark of exemption, right? So check this shit out, man. This is from at Pam's pop-ups store walkthrough, right?
Our last video on bioengineered foods went absolutely viral. And it proved one thing to me. You all want to know exactly what you're putting in your body. So, today, we're taking this mission on a road. Okay, first.
Now, a lot of what she
Imagine
buys.
being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Now, a lot of what she's buying, you know, it's all bullshit in my opinion. You know, for the past 2 years since 2020, I've gotten more into health and fitness, and I changed my diet. So certain parts of the store, I don't go to. I don't buy certain things. I'm real strict on my diet now. But even then, we never could even just because some shit says organic, that's just a means for them to heist a price up. Everything's a scam here. You know, whatever you buy, eat. You gotta pray over it. We're drinking out of plastic. Sometimes you can't afford to get the water out of glass. You gotta live within your means. At the end of the day, you know, all of us are struggling here, barely getting by. You know, but a lot of the shit we eating is straight poison, bioengineered, lab printed, and you won't even know. You know.
Okay, first aisle up. Taco shells. Who doesn't love taco shells? Now, these are the hard taco shells, and this is old El Paso. All right? But if you look on the side, it clearly says contains bioengineered food product. all right? So be aware if you're buying taco shells. Now, we are in the bakery section. Who doesn't like brownies? Look, this one right here is a particularly famous one because it has the nuts already in it, and as you can see,
And a lot of this food, GMO, bioengineered, that don't fly in other countries, but it's allowed here in Babylon. It's allowed here in the West. Why is that? You know, why why is that such a thing allowed and supposed to be the greatest country in the world, but other nations don't allow it? They're more natural, right? Because this food is poisoning people, man, and it's causing people to be deleted, which is exactly what they want. Because at the end of the day, it's all about creating a number of a population that they can control. Right? They want to scare the shit out of people, and the rest of the people they want to put them in digital slavery. This is hell. You know, you're not gonna die and go to hell. You're already in it.
Brownies. The brownies contain bioengineered food product, all right? You have to look closely. You have to look on all sides. Now, I looked at this Duncan Hines one here that I have right now in my hand, and I could not find bioengineered food.
Like I said, a lot of this is bullshit, but I wouldn't buy it. But the point is, a lot of shit in the store is bioengineered, right? And just because it says organic, that just means for them to hike up the price, or gluten free, whatever, you know.
On it, but I did not scan that QR code. So that doesn't mean just because you do not see it written on the box that it does not contain it. I looked on this box up and down and on both sides, and nothing is specifically written, okay? But on the side of the box, there was a QR code, all right? Now, Jiffy Mix, you guys, okay? How many, including myself, how many of us use Jiffy Mix? I use it when I'm ready to do a hack, something quick. Jiffy Mix, yes, it tastes good. I like it too, but look, contains bioengineered food ingredients. All right? Who doesn't or who has not used Jiffy Mix? Look, America's favorite. Okay, corn muffin mix. Check your corn muffin mix. Okay, now, cereal bars. All right, how many of us have had cereal bars? This is Mott's. Even giving them to our kids, all right, contains bioengineered foods. Cereal bars. Grits. Okay, grits, y'all. Now, I tend to like to buy yellow corn polenta, okay? Organic yellow corn polenta. It does not contain any bioengineered products, but grits, these grits, yeah, bioengineered food product. It's right there on the label. Contains bioengineered food ingredient. All right? So check your grits, all right? Or buy polenta.
You think you know David's story.
All right? So check your grits, all right? Or buy polenta. Our cereal. Now, we know cereal isn't a sugary hot mess anyway, but a favorite of a lot of people, Kellogg's Corn Flakes. How many of us have eaten these from childhood on up? Contains a bioengineered food product, okay? But the thing about it is, yeah,
This is why has the most obese people in the world. This is why America has an obesity problem. All right, everything here is fake or it's poison. You know,
yes, these are sugary frosted flakes, but it's not just your sugary cereals. All right? Look at this Kellogg's Special K. You think, okay, I'm going to get the healthy one, all right? It still contains a bioengineered food ingredient. And you think you're buying something that's healthier because, well, it's Special K, all right? It has protein and vitamins and minerals. No, just no, all right? And our goldfish. How many of you?
yeah, like I said, most of what she showed, it's all bullshit. But the point is all of the stuff in the store is bioengineered. So I went to the chat and I put in what is bioengineering food and how does that affect men, women, bodies, men and women bodies, health, hormones, etc. Right? Bioengineered food, also called genetically engineered or GE or GMO food, is food made from plants or animals whose DNA has been deliberately altered in the lab to express traits that would not occur naturally through traditional breeding. Think of it as rewriting biological code instead of selectively breeding over generation. That goes with Esau setting himself up as God. Who the hell is he to rewrite biological code? But he's doing it. They're going for it. You know what bioengineering food actually is, right? Scientists insert, silence, or modify genes to make food resistant to pests, tolerant to herbicides, Roundup ready soil, grow faster or bigger, last longer on shelves, look more uniform. Common bioengineered foods: corn, soy, canola, sugar beets, cottonseed oil, some papaya, squash, and apples. Ingredients derived from them: corn syrup, soy lecithin, vegetable oils. In the U.S., over 70% of processed foods contains at least one bioengineered ingredient. See, this is why you have to detox, man. You know, you should be on some, you should be into the herbs. You should be on, some type of detox, you know, regimen. This is from Ecclesiasticus chapter 38, also called the Book of Sirach, and verse 4. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, had created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. And one of the best ways to detox your body is to fast for a couple of days, man. Maybe 1, 2 to 3 days. Reset your body. But then there's other herbs you can take to detox your body, get rid of parasites, etc. You know, you have to do that in this society. How bioengineered foods can affect the body. This is where it matters for hormones, fertility, metabolism, and long-term health, especially for men and women. 1. Hormonal disruption in the endocrine system. Many GE crops are designed to withstand chemical herbicides, especially glyphosate. Glyphosate is known to act as an endocrine disruptor, interfere with estrogen, testosterone, cortisol, that's a stress hormone, disrupt thyroid signaling, alter gut bacteria that help regulate hormones. Hormones don't need big disruptions. Small chronic exposures matter. Effects on men. Observed and studied associations include testosterone levels, sperm count motility, estrogenic activity, inflammation, impaired liver detox. Important for hormone clearance. See, so you have to detox your liver, your gut, your colon, your lungs. Detoxing is very important after the food we eat. You know, reduce fertility markers. Why this matters: testosterone is tied to muscle, right? Drive, confidence, bone density, and libido. Libido, and all that is an all-time low of the men of the West. And estrogen is very high in this country, all right, amongst men and women, right? Chronic estrogen dominance weakens male physiology over time. Effects on women. Women are more sensitive to endocrine disruptors. Potential impacts: estrogen dominance, irregular menstrual cycles, PCOS like symptoms, thyroid dysfunction, increased PMS severity, fertility challenges, pregnancy complications, placental sensitivity. The female hormonal system is how do you say that word? Cyclical, so disruption hits harder. So another way of saying that this affects women, a lot more than it affects men, right? Gut microbiome damage, both sexes. Your gut bacteria regulates hormones, controls inflammation, influences mood and energy, and helps detox estrogen. Glyphosate kills beneficial gut bacteria. All right, allows harmful strains to thrive, weakens intestinal lining, causing leaky gut. Right, result hormone imbalance, autoimmune tendencies, brain fog, fatigue, anxiety, metabolic and neurological effects. Bioengineered foods are often paired with ultra processing seed oils, refined sugars, which lead to insulin resistance, fat storage dysregulation, appetite confusion, dopamine burnout, cravings, mood instability. This affects fat gain, low drive, low energy, woman, stubborn weight, cortisol issues, thyroid stress. Is it the gene or the chemicals? Important distinction. The genetic modification itself still debated long term. The chemical environment it enables clearly problematic. Most harm evidence points to herbicides, pesticides, processing, not just the DNA change alone, right? Excuse me. So yeah, this is hell. This is fucked up out here. This is Job 13:4, and this is the Bible Hub that gives you the different um, variations, translations of the verse, right? This is the ESV, English Standard Version, Job 13:4. As for you, you whitewash with lies. Worthless physicians are you all. And that goes with Job 9:24. Cover the faces, right? Come down to the KJV. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are physicians of no value in the Esau. Doctor. The word doctor goes into falsify, right? Witchcraft, pharmakia, all right? Going to the word pharmakia goes back to witchcraft, and that's what this is, right? This is a Leviticus 11, right? And laws about animals for food. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which you shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. And whatsoever part of the hoof and is cloven-footed, and chew the cud among the beasts, that shall you eat. Nevertheless, these shall you not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he chewed the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean to you. So the Lord gave us strict dietary law, all right? And because our people didn't appreciate that, you know, the Most High cursed us to eat the foul bread among the Gentiles, right? The time of the Greeks, our people wanted to be Greek so bad, they performed epispasms, which is a reverse foreskin to make themselves look more Greek. They ate pork. You see it in today's society. People have mukbangs, they eat all type of McDonald's, seafood boils, all manner of disgusting, foul bullshit. These people are in it, okay? And Esau, what he's doing, he's lab printing meat and he's bioengineering the food, right? Simple Google search. It says bioengineered food refers to food containing detectable DNA modified lab techniques that can be achieved by conventional breeding, essentially synonymous with genetically modified organisms, and must carry a specific USDA label in the US. These modifications introduce desirable traits like pest resistance, altered texture, or longer shelf lives by splicing genetic material from different species, leading to products like specific corn, soy, and apple varieties, right? Products like specific corn, soy, and apple varieties. This is crazy, man, right? But it gets worse. You know, it gets a lot worse. So I put about what about lab printed meat? Yes, lab printed, lab grown, cultivated meat takes bioengineering to a whole new level. This isn't just modified food. It's synthetic biology entering the food chain. Lab printed meat is made by taking animal stem cells, right, growing them in bioreactors, feeding them a growth medium, all right, nutrient signaling compounds, structuring them into meat like tissue, sometimes via 3D printing. No animals are raised, no natural muscle development occurs. It's closer to cell culture than farming. Why hormones matter here? Big time. To make cells grow fast, continuously, labs rely on growth factors like IGF-1 like signals, synthetic nutrient baths, cellular signaling compounds, immune suppression environments, right? Even when companies say no added hormones, cell growth itself is hormone driven by nature, right? Effects on men, testosterone and masculine signaling. Potential risks include disrupted androgen signaling, increased estrogenic activity, interference with IGF-1 balance. Why this matters? Testosterone governs muscle density, drive, libido recovery. Synthetic growth signaling, natural anabolic signaling. All right. Long-term exposure could contribute to lower free testosterone, fat gain, reduced physical vitality. All right. Fertility and sperm health. Sperm cells are extremely sensitive to oxidative stress, endocrine disruption, artificial growth signals. Possible effects: reduced sperm motility, lower sperm count, DNA fragmentation risk. Effects on women often have a stronger impact, right? Estrogen and cycle disruption. Women's bodies operate on precise hormonal rhythms. Potential impacts: estrogen dominance, irregular cycles, thyroid stress, PMS intensification, fertility challenges. So pretty much all the food here is shit, and we're being poisoned by the damn devil. We got to get out of here. This is Ezekiel 4:13 NIV. The Lord said, "In this way the people of Israel will eat the foul bread among the nations where I will drive them." And everything we're eating is the foul. That's why you got to pray over everything. I believe in the gospel. It says, "You shall drink poison and live." This is Mark 16:18. They shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing or eat, because we're doing both here in America, in Babylon, right? It shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. So pretty much, man, pray over everything, all right? And look forward to a new heaven and a new earth, because this ain't it. With that, just a quick lesson. And I pray this has brought some edification, right? Giving all praise, honor, glory, how by Shem Yahushai to the hopeful elect. Shalom.